is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports here joining you. It's our 2024 Ohio State season sim here. Continuing along, we are already into week number 12. And Ohio State remains undefeated at 9-0. Again, they've had a couple of byes already. You can see they are still the number 2 team in the country. That's because number 1 is Michigan, still undefeated and one more game played, and thus one in front of them. So that big end-of-year clash, Michigan-Ohio State, looking like it could be a pretty massive one. So excited to get this one going. Quinshon Judkins will start our game. He'll get 5 up the middle to begin. This is my last week before I head back to see kids, so I'm going to try to get some simming done. And Howard's going to fumble right now at the goal line, picked up by Simmons. And then he'll be tackled in the end zone. That's a safety. The defensive end got in there in a big way. Sean McLaughlin, graduate senior, 6'6", 270. And McLaughlin's going to be the one who benefits from it. See, they're tackled in the end zone, of course, by Richie Haggerty, also a graduate senior. So 2-0, and then they punt it out of bounds, McClarty does. So not a great start for the Buckeyes, and they're going to have to quickly be on defense here. Interesting start there as Howard fumbles on the one. Offensive lineman picks it up and then gets tackled, and they call it a safety. And that's where we start here. I wonder who their quarterback is. They don't have a number 14 who's a quarterback on their roster right now, so we'll have to keep an eye on who they think it is. Here's a dump off the backfield. That's Cam Porter. He's their stud running back. Senior now out of Cincinnati LaSalle High School, 5'10", 213, Cam Porter. So we'll have to get a close-up on the name there for that quarterback and see who it ended up being. He's going to float it deep to the right side. Got a man down there, but so is Simmons. Did he catch it? He did! Lathan Ransom hits it. That's Mike Wright. So on the Northwestern website, he has shifted his number to 5. But anyway, he's 14 right now in the game. Quarterback Mike Wright with a big bomb to the right side. And then Lathan Ransom just just a little tick late to get there. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. They'll do a very quick dump off to the tight end, Thomas Gordon, another graduate transfer. They got a lot of old, mature starting players. Here's a little fake the pop pass and then give it to Porter, and he'll be blown up in the middle by one Tyleek Williams, who has been a beast in the middle for these Buckeyes. Right to the corner, swatted away by Lathan Ransom, and they will go ahead and have to settle for 3. So good job for the defense there at the end of the drive. Here's kicker Jack Olson. And Olson's kick is up, and his kick is good. So 5-0 is the Northwestern lead. After a weird start again, Will Howard gets sacked, fumbles the ball on about his own 3-yard line. Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle, trying to be a hero, picks it up and then tries to run it out of the end zone. And he gets tackled back there. That was the safety. Then they kick the free safety kick out of bounds. So great field position for Northwestern. One bomb and then a 3-and-out basically once they got into the goal-to-go situation. Tipped and then almost caught by Abuka, who was coming underneath the route. So just need to settle down a little bit on the road. Again, in real life, this game is at Wrigley Field. I think today they're just at the normal Northwestern Stadium. Left side throw. He's got his man Judkins. 35, 40, 45. Nice little wheel route there from Quinshon Judkins. And a 1st down. Ohio State up to the 46, and now they'll go with some tempo. Howard points out defenders. And they'll take the snap from transfer Seth McLaughlin. Now they're going to go right side again. Nice little bubble screen there. And that looked to be Emeka Egbuka. It is. And he will pick up the requisite yardage for a 1st down. Howard again. Back to pass. Left side throw. Got his man underneath the coverage. That's going to be Carnell Tate. And Tate picks up 6 for the Buckeyes now. Howard claps those hands. Back to pass one more time. Right side throw. Another catch for Egbuka. And then he will be brought down very quickly there by the linebacker. And here's the pop pass across the middle. Travion Henderson. And needed to just keep bouncing. It didn't. Good pursuit that time by Joe DeHaan, another graduate fifth-year senior here on this defense. Howard quickly across the middle. Igbuka sets up a throw. Ball's out again. And I think Ohio State lucky to fall on it, although they'll lose about 5 yards in the process. He had about 8, and now they're back down to a 3rd and 7. So here comes Howard. Over the middle, got a man. There's the freshman Jeremiah Smith. Nice slant from the right side and a first down. Into the red zone now for the first time come the Buckeye offense. Little RPO again. Can he get around it? He can. Igbuka breaks one tackle but cannot break the second. Otherwise, he scores. That RPO game, I like it better than the Madden RPO game. That's 75 catches for Igbuka right now. I like the Madden RPO game. I like it better than the Madden RPO game because at least they have a guy out there blocking on pretty much all of those RPO looks. 2nd and 8 now. Inside the 20-yard line, Will Howard. His team trailing 5-0. Option keeper for Howard up the middle. Nice run. Gets a decent gain out of it. Yeah, brings his yardage to 2 runs for -11 now because he had like 1 run for -18 to start. 3rd and 2. Junkins, he'll try to go wide to the left. He's got Scott out there. Nice cut and a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. That was an aggressive run, and he'll pop the Heisman. He's probably not going to win it, but Ohio State into the end zone now, and with 1 score, has surpassed the weird 5-0 score line that Northwestern had mustered to start the game. 11 plays, 86 yards, just over 5 minutes to do a nice drive for the Buckeyes there. And again, they're sort of their first real drive of offense after the first drive started in a wonky fashion. Also, if I sing along, it's okay. Just years of learned history. The Northwestern fight song was my high school's fight song, so I heard it many times, many times. They're going to go with some tempo now. That backup running back is into the game. He's also not on the real roster, so we'll have to try to get a look at what his last name is. He'll run it up the middle, sets up a 3rd and 2, and they'll keep going fast. 3rd and 2 against the Buckeyes. Mike Wright gives it to the running back again, and he won't get it. Blown up in the middle. C.J. Hicks, the first one to meet him, number 11. And yes, as Kit has pointed out, the new update has all of your kick rushers doing the same motion, which is very odd looking. Here comes Smith across the 30-yard line, and that's where the Buckeyes will take over once again. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports, joining you here today for more of our Ohio State Sim. There's that RPO with blockers. Tate around the corner, 40, 45, 50, 45 on the other side of the field, and pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line, and they'll go with some tempo. So again, as I talked about, those RPOs have blockers out in front with the other receivers, and it's one of the things that Brian Hartline's room really prides itself on. Those wide receivers are good blockers. There's a QB power for Howard, and he'll get a yard. And that's all before running into that linebacker, Grayson Metz, another graduate senior. They've got a lot of fifth-year seniors on this roster. Junkins will try the middle. There's nowhere to go. He'll lose a couple. Howard now on a 3rd and 11. Will Howard back to pass. Left side throw. Got it, G. Scott. First down. He beat his man nicely. That was the cornerback, Braden Turner, out there on coverage. And a nice play by G. Scott. Ran that route perfectly, and Howard delivered it right where it needed to go. They'll go hurry up tempo here again. Junkins. Nope, RPO right side. I think we're going to get an eligible man. In fact, you can see Seth McLaughlin, 56. Yep, how far upfield he was already. Much the way that Zach Zinter did in that Browns game where he took that touchdown off the board. Sometimes when you're not sure on that RPO and you're just driving your man back, you feel real good about it, and then you turn around and realize you're about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, which is what happened there. Good morning, Karen. My Browns, or go Browns, go Ohio State forever. 7-5 Ohio State leads here. Waning moments of the first quarter. Hit as he throws off the play action. Igbuka will fight for the first down. Already 5 catches for Emeka here in this first quarter. Now they'll go a rare double tight end set. Motion coming. Fake the jet sweep. Junkins, nice little cut through the middle to the 1, and he'll go down there. Quinshon Junkins. And now they'll look in that same formation here. The 12 personnel, motion coming from Carnell Tate. They'll give it to Junkins again, and he's easily into the end zone. You could have driven a semi-truck through that hole, and Junkins will once again flash the Heisman pose. See if they give us a good camera angle on this replay, or you can just show us the band that's not playing. There's a nice hole created. Look at that hole. Gigantic hole there. And Junkins, no problem finding and following that hole, and he's into the end zone. 2 rushing touchdowns in this first quarter for Quinshon Junkins. They go another 8 plays, 69 yards in 3.5 minutes. Do the Buckeyes now leading 14-5. Again, Northwestern scored on a first possession safety where Will Howard fumbled, and then the offensive tackle. Watch out up the middle. He could go all the way unless he gets chased. Malik Hartford, the sophomore, finally, no, he broke 2 more tackles and into the end zone. A kick return. Holy smokes. I don't know who that is. He's not on the roster, but a good play for him. Grove is the one who gets there. We'll see if we can look him up. Carson Grove. Oh, there he is. Carson Grove. He is a freshman. And he's supposed to be number 33, but the game has him as 24. Anyway, freshman wide receiver from Arlington Heights, Illinois. And Carson Grove with a kick return for a touchdown. And just like that, Ohio State feeling pretty good about 14-5, and now it's 14-12. Again, finishing my recap there, Will Howard was sacked on about the 3-yard line. Ball popped out. Josh Simmons, the left tackle, picked it up and tried to run it out of the end zone and was tackled there for the safety. Here's Agbuka for another 7 yards. Tackled by Theron Johnson, redshirt junior cornerback out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Delayed handoff, Travion Henderson. Haven't seen much of Travion. It's been mostly Quinshon in the running game here so far as they go back and forth again. Here's a 3rd and 2. Pitch it left side. Henderson got the hole. First down to the 30. Broke a tackle and passed the 30. Call it the 32 for Travion Henderson. Number 32 getting the 32. Junkins back into the game now. The 1-2 punch is vital. Here comes Quinshon. Quinshon again. And he's got another nice run, give him about 9. He's got 6 carries for 33 yards here, still in the first quarter, waning seconds of that first quarter. Travion, outside, 45, 50. Watch out, he's got that burst, and he's going to get into Northwestern territory with a really nice run, and that will garner some tempo here from the Buckeye offense now. Howard looks to the sideline, 23 seconds left in this first quarter. And here comes play action. And then he'll fire over the middle with some heat and incomplete. He was looking for G. Scott, and Scott couldn't quite hold on. 17 seconds. Play action again. Hit as he throws. Over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. Almost intercepted. That's Johnson again on the coverage now. 3rd and 10. Howard. Left side throw. Knocked away again. Immediately by the defensive back, DeHaan, as he tried to kind of float that one in between that Tampa 2 look. And they will go ahead and punt this one away with McClarty, and that one goes out of bounds to 26. Not a good punt. Yeesh. There's a net of about 15 yards on that punt. Morning, Mason. Welcome in. Go Northwestern, he says. 14-12 here. 4 seconds left in this quarter. Some eventful and exciting things happening in that first quarter. Cam Porter will end the quarter for us with a gain of 5 to the right side. They'll flip the field here after 1. Ohio State 14, Northwestern 12. Again, got a safety and then a field goal and then a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. So the defense has yet to let up a score. I guess they technically gave up the field goal. But otherwise, the defense has been very good here. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports is the channel. Flying in there to knock it away is Denzel Burke, and another punt upcoming. only place on YouTube that you're going to find simulated sporting events like this with live original commentary. We do appreciate all of our subscribers continuing to pick up new ones here in the last couple of weeks, which is awesome. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we would very much appreciate that. Make sure you'll hit the like button as well, which helps continue to grow our humble little channel here. Will Howard back to pass. He'll move to the right, and he'll move right into the sack. Trey Clay blows him up, and Howard sacked for the second time here. He kind of runs into some sacks, something that I have noticed. And Trey Clay also does not exist. He's one of the randos. One of the randos here. They'll hand it off to Henderson. Breaking tackles. Travion Henderson staying on his feet. He'll pick up 10 to set up a 3rd and 8. Nice run by Travion. Howard back to pass on a 3rd and 7. Right at the sticks. Incomplete. There was double coverage there, and his receiver took a shot. Paid the price for going over the middle. Now McClarty to punt it away, and he just gets barely touched. No flag there. Nice punt here. And taken there by the returner. That's A.J. Henning, another graduate senior. Here comes Porter, blown up and flipped over by Tyleek Williams. He's had a very good season as Tyleek. Could be up for some hardware coming at the end of the sim season. Back to pass now, right over the middle. Got a man. Downs jumped the crosser just in front of that receiver who caught the ball. If he stays home in his safety spot a little bit more or trusts his eyes, he picks that one off easily. Instead, Wright gets away with it, throwing it past his head, and Jack Sawyer blows him up for a sack. Not fooled at all by the play action there. Jack Sawyer blowing it up into the backfield, and the senior gets a sack there for this Buckeye defense. Again, in real life, this game will be at Wrigley Field, the Chicago Cubs stadium. Interesting to see what that looks like. Actually have some friends who are thinking about going up to that game in real life. I might join them. Some of our loyal subscribers, actually. Our subscribers are the best. That's true. Kit's been teasing it. We've had a very, very generous donation from a subscriber that should allow us to take our realism game to the next level. Very excited about that little pop pass across the middle. And somebody's going to get yardage. I don't know who that is because there's no number 0 on the roster that plays receiver up the middle. Tyleek Williams just blowing him up. And again, still haven't gotten a name for you on that backup running back. Sorry about that. Northwestern clearly has changed numbers a lot since the game was released. Dump it left side. They tried the screen, and it's just outside of his reach. And Mike Wright's screen pass incomplete, unfortunately. Wright, 6'4", 195 from Atlanta, Georgia. Now a graduate, 5th-year senior. All right. 1st and 10 from their 10. Option keeper Howard, left side, and he'll get blown up. No, throws the man back, but then it's still going to have to fight really hard for just 3 yards. Will Howard on the play. Under 11, first half to go. Buckeyes maintaining a 2-point lead. Play action, and hit as he throws. He'll be sacked again. Josh Fryer, the right tackle out there, blocking absolutely no one. And good pursuit to the quarterback of blitzing Cullen Coleman, another graduate senior. And look at him just leave Josh Fryer in the dust. Again, if I have one concern for this Ohio State team, which is absolutely loaded, it is that offensive line and how it will hold up. Nice catch by Tate, and they'll say he had his butt across the first down marker. And thus the ball went across as well. First down, right at the sticks. No challenge coming. Here comes Henderson, and he's going to be blown up in the backfield. That time, Coco Azema, another graduate senior defensive back there, number 0. Cypress, Texas is his hometown. Option keeper again and blown up. What are we doing with all these option keepers? That's Henry Figuerello. He's a true freshman now. getting into the backfield. Third and very long for Howard. He's got to be careful. He'll float it left side. Got a man over the top. Buka, he doesn't care what the down and distance is. Emeka Buka with a massive play on 3rd and 20. And that completely flips the field, and they're going to hurry up just to make Northwestern uncomfortable here. Howard in the company hustling up to the line is Emeka Egbuka with a massive gain. Now Henderson will try the right side. 30, 25, watch out, 20, 15, 10, and thrown down at the 5-yard line. Travion Henderson, Ore Adeyi, redshirt junior from Texas, saving the touchdown, but a beautiful run by Henderson that time. Now they'll go with motion and give it to Junkins. Junkins will follow that motion, and there you can see there 77 right guard Tegra Chabola got blown up and kind of messed up the play because he got pushed back into the backfield. Right side throw, and somebody got interfered with. And it looks like Dahan, and it will be Joe Dahan. The fans don't like it, but that was the right call. You saw G. Scott on the ground when he was supposed to be catching the football. Now it's a 1st and goal from the 1. Pitch it to the right side to Travion. He breaks one tackle, but Simmons, who had pulled all the way over from his tackle spot on the left side, could not maintain the block much longer. Another 12 personnel run. Here comes, option keeper, and it's going to be blown up again. As the Buckeyes getting a little bit too predictable here. That's Richie Haggerty again, the defensive lineman, blowing it up now a 3rd and goal, but back to the 9-yard line. They'll throw. Howard, middle, picked off in the end zone. He tried to go for Egbuka, and he forced it in there. And the senior once again, Ezima, picks that one off. And Northwestern holding tough here against a overmatched team here. Will Howard, once again, he's been so good, but he's had trouble holding on to the football with some fumbles and some ill-timed interceptions. And there's going to be another interception, but in the end zone, so it takes at very least 3 points off the board. Let's see if the Buckeye defense can respond and maybe get a turnover of their own or even a score of their own. Again, Northwestern yet to score an offensive touchdown in this game. They have a kick return for a touchdown, a safety, and a field goal. Option keeper blown up by Tylee Williams. Mike Wright may have made the wrong read. 3rd and 8 now. They'll go hurry up. And now they'll shift the formation. Couple receivers coming down, setting up trips to the right side for Mike Wright, senior quarterback. Pressure up the middle, and it'll be blown up. Jason Moore and Tylee Williams getting home, and all the way back to their 5-yard line is where they are going to have to punt from. So credit the Ohio State defense. We'll see if they get good field position out of it. Smith, the true freshman, just waiting at the 45. He'll get to midfield and just past it. And he'll be tackled at the 47. So short field here for the Buckeyes. No harm, no foul on that Will Howard interception. But 4:37 on the clock. They would love to have another touchdown. Motion coming from Carnell Tate. Shows them that they're in zone. And now he'll go long to the right side to Tate. And he does not step out of bounds. Good play there by Tate. And he'll get 8 rather than 1.5 because he was able to keep himself in bounds. Trips to the left side. Henderson next to Howard. He'll go across the middle. Nice block by Henderson as G. Scott's got the first down to the 29-yard line. Will Howard, play action. Zip it with some heat. He's got Tate to the 5. 1st and goal, Buckeyes. That was a laser there from Will Howard, and now they'll spread him out 5 wide. 1st and goal from the 5. Howard, option or QB power the entire way, and he's pushed forward by his lineman for a yard. Spread him out 5 wide. QB draw has not worked. Northwestern's been tough on the goal line. And now Junkins, and that was how they scored the first 2 touchdowns. So now he has a hat trick. Quinshawn Junkins, another nice hole created, and he pops the Heisman for the 3rd time today. 3 rushing touchdowns for the junior Quinshawn Junkins. Yes, he's only a junior. He could come back. He won't, but he could. That would be bonkers if he chose to come back for his senior year. Henderson is a senior. He's definitely up. I think they're both first-round talent, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Trips to the left side now. Porter, wide open hole up the middle, and he'll pick up 11 before being tackled there by Malik Hartford, who's into the game, number 9, backup safety. We'll stay in a sub situation here with 2 minutes to go, and we'll reach the 2-minute warning here in Evansville, in Illinois, Northwestern University. Mike White back to pass. Mike Wright, rather. He'll flow it right side. He's got his tight end for a first down, and they'll go hurry up again. Good catch by that tight end. That one's going to be Thomas Gordon, another graduate senior out of Houston, Texas. Gordon's got them a first down. Back to pass right. Pressure up the middle. He'll feel it and then fire, and it's almost picked off by Denzel. Frankly, he should have intercepted it. Hit him right in the hands, and you know he's going to be frustrated about that one. Now a 2nd and 10 here. Right. Back to pass. He'll shuffle left side. Got him coming across the middle on the drag route. Skinny little drag route with some run after the catch. And a first down. That's Bryce Kurtz, and Kurtz is their best receiver. It's the first we've heard of Kurtz's name here today. He is also a graduate, 5th-year senior. Bryce Kurtz, their best receiver, just now getting his first touch of the game with 90 seconds to go in the half. Across the middle. Got a man again. First down and more. These drag routes are working. And that one is Reggie Florima. He's just a sophomore, and Florima's got the first down. First down and goal now for the Wildcats here. Under a minute to play. Right, left side throw. Hit and dislodged as C.J. Hicks knocks it out of the hands of that tight end. 46 ticks now. 10-yard line going into the end zone. Incomplete again. Igbenosin on coverage that time, as he was step for step with the receiver, A.J. Henning. Back to pass now right. Blitz coming for the Buckeyes. Over the middle, almost picked again, and Styles can't believe it. He had an interception. I think he was thinking about the touchdown dance that he wanted to do on the other end, and now the kick is up, and the kick is good for Olsen. So another bend but not break situation for the Buckeyes on defense, as they have still yet to give up a touchdown despite 15 points scored by Northwestern. Again, a kick return, 2 field goals, and a safety. And this one, Smith will get up to the 17, 34 seconds. Ohio State will not get the second half kick, so my assumption is that they'll be aggressive here. Howard against the 4-man rush. Right side throw, wide open, G. Scott, and he steps out of bounds. Had more green grass in front of him. Would have liked to have seen him keep his momentum in bounds. Now Howard again over the middle to G. Scott, and they'll call a quick timeout. They have 3, now they have 2. Brutus doing a little breakdancing. Sign him up for the Olympics. Although I did see something that LA 28 said they're not going to bring breakdancing back. So over the middle, Scott going to be dislodged. They're probably for the best. Devin Turner, the safety, knocks it out of his hands. Junior out of Little Elm, Texas now. Howard, deep drop. Right side, or excuse me, left side throw, and it's caught by Tate. Now they're into Northwestern territory, and they call timeout number 2 with 19 seconds left. They've got 1 left here. Howard taps that right hip. Back to pass. Right side, in trouble. What's going to be the flag here? Are they going to call PI? Cameraman thinks it's on Ori, and Ori Adeyi is responsible for defensive pass interference. They'll take that 15 yards, give him a new set of downs. Essentially an untimed down with how quickly they threw that flag. Howard now. Zip it. End zone. Scott couldn't hold on. DeHaan knocked it out of his hands. So he tried to go for the kill shot there to G. Scott. Again, the passing game always so much easier from further away. Over the middle, Scott again. First down. Can they go hurry up? Nope, they're going to just go ahead and, I was saying, what are you doing? Don't rush it. They will call the timeout and then bring Jaden Fielding in. So, decent little drive here to end the half, and Ohio State will be able to attempt a field goal here. It's a chip shot for Jaden Fielding. 28-yarder is up, and it's good for Fielding. And with 2 seconds left, 1 more kickoff warranted. Again, he's already returned 1, Cooper Grove. Again, a fake guy, not actually on the roster. Carson Grove, excuse me. triple check that there is no Carson Grove on the roster, but oh no, he did. We just said he was the wrong number. He's 33 on their roster. There's Denzel Burke. He's got a couple tackles, a couple PBUs, but a dropped interception is going to be the one that really haunts him here. 24-15, Ohio State kicks off. They've got a 9-point lead. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Nagy on Sports is the channel. My name is Phil Nagy. Trying to bring you realistic sims with live original commentary, as well as interacting with you, the fans in the chat. Appreciate everybody being on. Thanks to all of our subscribers, over 1,100 strong. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we would very much appreciate that, especially if you're a fan of the college game. Starting to grow our college audience. We've been doing Browns games and NFL games for about 5 years. This is our first season, obviously, with the return of the college football game. So excited to see what that looks like. And again, we'll be taking this Buckeye sim into the future, much like we do with our Browns games. 3rd and 10. Maybe need a Guardian sim today, too, as they've gotten back off the schneid into the win column. And I think we're going to see Matthew Boyd start today or this week after some long rehab through A, AA, AAA. And now up to the big club, the lefty, former Detroit Tiger, veteran starter. All right, 1st and 10, Will Howard back out there. Good stop by the defense here as we start half number 2. RPO right side, got a man, and that's the rookie Smith, the freshman, not a rookie, freshman Jeremiah Smith. He's had a sensational sim season for us so far. Most of these Ohio State skilled players have. Howard has had a bevy of touchdowns. Just wish he had not so many interceptions. Again, that Penn State game still will live in infamy, where he had 4 pick sixes, and then we benched him, and then Devin Brown came in and won the game for the Buckeyes. It's a pretty remarkable game. Again, 4 pick sixes, not something that you necessarily want to keep as part of your repertoire. But we've gone back to him. Here's Junkins up the middle because he is the highest rated quarterback by about 5 points. I think he's an 85 or an 86, and Devin Brown's an 81 overall. And you can see he is a superstar and has some of those superstar traits. Little RPO left side, and Buka's got the first down easily. That is an easy pitch and catch there, and you got a couple of blocking receivers. And again, as we talked about earlier, Hartline really, it's one of the things that makes an Ohio State receiver is your ability and willingness to block, and they pitch it a lot. They blitz, they flip it right side to Quinshon. Unfortunately, his momentum makes him go backwards and kind of spin around awkwardly, and they'll actually say that's a backward pass and thus a handoff. But if he kind of puts that on him in stride, he might turn the corner and go, because they threw that thing against a blitz. That was a nicely timed play call there, and it's going to be picked again. And again, we've talked about it. Will Howard just sometimes cannot get out of his own way. That's Grayson Metz, senior linebacker, Glen Ellen, Illinois, Glenbard High School, a big volleyball powerhouse at Glenbard High School. And Will Howard throws his 2nd interception, and he is just keeping Northwestern in this game. He's had 2 now inside the scoring zone interceptions for Will Howard, and that just cannot happen. Left side throw, got a man. For a first down, A.J. Henning. Little skinny post on that left side, the field side. And now they'll play action again. Pressure in his face is not bad. He's able to deliver another first down throw to A.J. Henning. He's beat Davidson Igbinosin twice now. And into Ohio State territory, moving with some tempo now, are the Wildcats. Just down 9. This is very much still a game. Play action. Now right, across the middle, got another man. There's another first down. Burke beaten this time by the receiver. And again, that's Bryce Kurtz. That's their number 1 target. And Kurtz that time beat the Buckeyes' number 1 defender, and Denzel Burke. Now back to pass. Another play action, another drag route over the middle, and this one is snuffed out. Cody Simon, the middle linebacker, knocks the ball out of the defender's hands. Or, excuse me, the offender's hands. Pressure coming, they'll set up screen, right side, got it to Cam Porter with 3 blockers. Nice play by Styles. The 2 Buckeyes ended up beating the 3 blockers. And that's a mismatch that you'll take. Now a 3rd and 5. They're in a field goal position. Let's see if Buckeyes can get off the field now. Pressure coming is taken care of. And incomplete, but we might get PI, and they're going to look at Jordan Hancock. It didn't even look like he was the defender on the play. He was just sort of guilty by being in the wrong position. Nonetheless, it's 15 yards and a first down, a new set of downs for Northwestern here. They're inside the red zone, looking for their first offensive touchdown of the game. Right, end zone, caught it, touchdown right there, they got it. And that's Florima, as we've talked about, Reggie Florima, sophomore out of Naperville. Florima got himself, found a spot against that zone. Denzel Burke thought that Ransom was coming to help over the top. Ransom late to get there. And just like that, we've got ourselves a game here, friends, on the road. 24-22 now with Olson's kick. 9:16 to go, third quarter. We got a good one here in week number 12. Northwestern just hanging around, and Ohio State giving them extra chances now. 2 interceptions for Will Howard have allowed Northwestern to stay in this game. And a kick return, so a special teams goof for the Buckeyes as well. That was the first offensive touchdown of the game, that touchdown pass to Florima. Howard now in a shotgun. We'll see if he settles down. If he turns it over again, we will bench him. A little veer look, and it just doesn't. That play just never seems to work. The veer never seems to fully work. It just is a TFL every time. Third down now. Howard over the middle and incomplete. That was almost intercepted again. He tried to stick it there in the middle to Ibuka, but that's Xander Mueller, another graduate senior. First and 10. Second and 7 now. Left side, dump it off to Kurtz near the first down, and he'll force his way across the line. So another first down, and they're going with some tempo here. Northwestern's got some juice right now at home. Down 2, and they're playing some good football. Right, give it to Porter. Or excuse me, the backup running back, whose name we still don't know. When you go tempo, that means no subs for the offense either, so Porter's still on the sideline. Whoop, over the middle and almost picked. Igbinosin that time jumped the drag route nicely. 3rd and 8 here. Let's see if the Buckeyes can get off the field out of a pistol. Mike Wright, pressure coming. He'll back up. Now he's in trouble, and now he's going to go down. Sack number 2 for Jack Sawyer, and they needed that one to regain some momentum, push them way back, and force a punt here. Jack Sawyer, one of those seniors who came back, some unfinished business. And Smith makes the fair catch at his own 16-yard line. All right, come on, Bucks. Let's get some offense going here. 3 touchdowns in 2.5 quarters, well below your average here. Howard cross the middle to Tate. Just put it behind him a little bit. Otherwise, Tate might run that thing all the way in. Just got to lead your man. This is just little millimeters off the difference between a big play and just a totally fine play. Now Junkins, and he's got nowhere to go. You can see how far back in the backfield. But the all-pro left guard, Donovan Jackson, he'd been pushed 5 yards deep on his pull. Now left side throw, got it near the first down, 4th and inches. Go for it. They won't, but they should. McClarty will punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 25-yard line. That's where Wright and company will come back out there. Up the middle here is that other running back. Be nice to get a number or a name on him. pistol look here, and they're across and into Ohio State's territory. Second and 10. Over the middle, and caught for a first down. Florima again. It's a 19, not a 17 there, Phil. And complete down inside the 25. So again, Northwestern playing good football here, right over the middle. Decked by Ransom, but he holds on for a first down. End zone, tipped away by Ransom. Right end zone, knocked away by Burke. So they've had some good defensive plays here, but they just cannot get the turnover that they desperately need. Now they're -3 in the turnovers. End zone, tipped away again, Igbinosin. So they will stall them out again, but this time the field goal will help Northwestern to take the lead. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. Go Browns, go Buckeyes. And the kick is up, and the kick is good from Olsen. Northwestern takes a 1-point lead here in quarter number 3, 25-24. Again, it's been a weird scoring day for them. A couple touchdowns, a couple field goals, and a safety. Back to pass, over the middle. And a nice completion for a first down to Igbuka, and they're going to go hurry up now. Ohio State needs to get back in a rhythm. They have been stale here in the second half offensively, not having scored a point yet. Northwestern scored 2 touchdowns. Left side throw, nice block. Tate, 50, 45, 40, and shoved out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That's over 400 yards passing for Howard. But again, 2 interceptions and no touchdowns. They have gotten down inside the goal line area and then given the ball to Junkins for their 3 touchdowns. It'd be nice to get him a passing touchdown. Play action, Howard. Floated over the middle, got his man. That's the freshman Smith, Jeremiah Smith, to the 25 for a first down. Buckeyes now to the 25-yard line. Close game here, closer than maybe some people expected. And Howard hit as he throws, and he'll be sacked again. That's sack number 4 for the defense here. That's Brandon Flakes, redshirt sophomore out of Orlando, Florida. And Flakes is a large guy, 6'4", 290. And you can see there the spin move on McLaughlin. And Howard takes his 4th sack of the day. Again, he's fumbled once, which led to the safety on that very opening drive of the game. So he's got to be careful. He's just a little bit too loosey-goosey with the football. Fires it out of bounds as he's hit now 3rd and long here. Again, so tough to go undefeated. So tough to win on the road in the Big Ten. Smith into the end zone. What a play. Will Howard. I'm just sitting here thinking maybe I should put him on the bench for Devin Brown, and he delivers a strike, and the true freshman Jeremiah Smith continues to show how special he is. On a 3rd and 16, Howard, great protection, and he floats it beautifully, and Smith does a nice job of not being distracted by the official. The referee standing right next to him. Almost ran into him, and now Ohio State will go for 2 here to take a 7-point lead. And option keeper for Howard, juke move, and then tackle. 30-25 now. Weird scores happening here. We've had safeties, and now we've had a missed 2-point conversion, but the Buckeyes back up 5 with a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Option for a little RPO, and they'll try to go to the right side. Ohio State had blown it up. Jermaine Matthews was down there to really shut it down. And he'll spin, he'll dump it to Cam Porter out of the backfield. Look at Caleb Downs get up there with some heat, and man, he's a heat-seeking missile, is Caleb Downs. see that six-pack from up here with that Zeke Elliott jersey look that is now an option in the game. To curl up the pads and show your abs. Ball's out, and the Buckeyes do get the turnover. A much-needed turnover for the Buckeyes. Jason Moore, the sophomore, very excited to have recovered it here. And let's see if we're going to get a replay on it. I missed the number on the guy who stripped it. Oh, JTT, fake JTT, the one who gets the sack. Right there, ball pops out. And Moore's the one who picks it up in Ohio State with a first down at the 20 here. A chance for a 2-touchdown knockout blow potentially at the end of the quarter. Over the middle again, Egbuka. He'll pick up 7. They don't have to snap it again here. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. We'll see if they choose to, and they do not choose to. And to quarter number 3, Ohio State 30, Northwestern 25. Been a closer game than I expected, I'm going to be honest with you. Egbuka with 16 targets, just 6 for the true freshman, and he's had the most. He's made the most of his. Get that kid the football. He is so special here. 30-25, they'll flip the field here at Ryan Field, now 2nd and 3. Senior quarterback Will Howard. Left side throw over the middle actually to Egbuka, and he's got a 1st and goal at the 2. This is when it's been Junkins time. He has 3 short rushing touchdowns in the game. They'll give it to him. No play action or the right side. Howard. Lots of time, and now he's going to eat it and be sacked. 5th sack for the Northwestern Wildcats. Howard a little sluggish to get up. That's the defensive lineman Richie Haggerty on the play. New Palestine, Indiana. Cathedral High School for Haggerty. Now 2nd and goal, and backs him up, gives him a little bit more space. Here comes Judkins up the middle. Spins off one man, but then kind of trips on the back of his right guard, Chabola. And incomplete, no yards is where they're at. Left side throw, touchdown Egbuka! Emeka Egbuka, that was a beautiful little route. Kind of a little button hook, but instead of the inside shoulder, he felt outside shoulder. And Will Howard delivered it, and that is undefendable there. If that ball is right on him when he turns around, you can see here Emeka Egbuka doing the hard work. He flips around right there. He just turned around right before the ball got there. And that is a huge touchdown. Here's a little motion, and they'll give it to the running back coming the other way. Side throw, and almost picked off by Igbenogson. 4th and 7. And this one's going to be fair caught. Ohio State back-to-back touchdowns to have taken and bolstered the lead now with 12-10. They could have a put-away shot right here up the middle. Junkins, 1st down and more. Quinshawn, give him a gain of 15. Another tackle for that safety, Joe DeHaan back there. He's got 10 today. He's been working hard on the back end. Northwestern has played well today here, 3-6. Trying to get themselves bowl eligible here. Doesn't look like it's going to happen this season for the Northwestern football Wildcats. And another option keeper that loses 3. Not a great choice. He's not run the ball particularly well at all today, has he? And that one's going to be caught for a first down to G. Scott. Or rather, for G. Scott. Pistol look here. That's under 10 now. Henderson right up the middle with some speed. First down run and more. Give him about 13 on that run for Travion Henderson, as Ohio State now starting to impose their will physically. Right side throw. Egbuka had to come back for the football. 15 catches, 169 yards today for Emeka Egbuka. He's had a monster day. And this one now, 8:50 to go. Right side throw. The freshman Smith breaks the tackle. 10-5. Touchdown! Jeremiah Smith. His second of the day. What time it is? It's night time. You're done, Northwestern. You tried. Good try. And Jeremiah Smith, this kid is something else. So special. Breaking a tackle on the catch, and then he just runs it into the end zone. Watch this play again. Guy's just standing right there, and it spun right out of the tackle. Leaves Devin Turner, the junior cornerback, looking a little silly. And Jeremiah Smith into the end zone. 3 unanswered touchdowns for the Buckeyes now. Have all but cemented this result for the Wildcats. Again, give Northwestern credit. They played tough. They had a kick return for a touchdown here from Carson Grove. They've had a safety. They've sacked Will Howard 5 times. They've turned him over 3 times with a fumble and 2 interceptions. So they did everything that they could do here to have that underdog puncher's chance. They're at home, of course, which helps in college football a great deal. Nice tackle by Egbenosin. But it's just too much in Ohio State, just too talented, and eventually here talent won out. Took until about the middle of the fourth quarter for that talent to finally win out. Again, shut down almost exclusively in that third quarter. Right, deep shot, tipped away, and almost actually caught off the deflection. Bryce Kurtz got to be a little bit more aware of his surroundings back there. Right side throw, and it's knocked away. 4th and inches coming up. They're going to go for it, of course. Heavy personnel out on the field. Ohio State in a base 4-3. They'll pitch it left side. Cam Porter, first down, but I think we might have holding. I think there might be some holding, and the camera guy certainly thinks that is on the offensive line, and that's Andrew Pemberton, who is not real. No such thing as an Andrew Pemberton, so they'll punt it away on 4th and 8. Smith from his 35, and another just fair catch for him. 8 minutes left. I could take the starters out, but that kind of takes a long time, so we'll just leave the starters in and hope nobody gets hurt here. Here comes Travion. Nice move for Travion. Stiff arm at the 40. What a play by Henderson. That looks a little bit like Nick Chubb. Sit down, kid, with that stiff arm. And he'll get another plus 10-yard gain and keep the sticks moving. They're in full chew clock mode now. Junkins, that time, nice tackle by the linebacker, able to go down low. Grayson Metz, who has one of the interceptions, and take out his legs. Now here comes Junkins. Power sweep to the right side. 45, 40, first down and more. And now 86 yards for Quinshon, and Ohio State looks like they're just going to take the air out of this football and run it on down the throats of Northwestern. That time Henderson can't get past the line. Run blitz successful for the Wildcats. 5:30 and counting on the clock. Where'd the score bar go? It went away. Left side throw to Tate, and he can't quite stay in bounds. So 3rd and 3 now. He's had plenty of room, just couldn't quite stay in bounds. Back to pass. Out of the backfield to Henderson. Just a little angle route to him. Keeps those sticks moving. And now 300 completions for Will Howard this season as he's continuing to do some crazy things. I just wish he wouldn't turn the ball over so much. Left side throw, Howard. Got a man. Tate, first down and goal now to the 5 for the Buckeyes. Taking lots of time off the clock here. Oh, QB power right side with Howard. He wants the end zone. Instead, he'll pick up 1. He has struggled to run the football today. And again, he's had some struggles with turnovers, but also struggling to run on this one. Howard now, left side throw, kind of a delayed slant to the 1 for, I believe, Carnell Tate. Could have been Aguka as well. Couldn't get a number on that one. 3rd and goal from the 1. Howard, left side throw, incomplete. That time Aguka went outside shoulder, and Howard threw it inside shoulder. And our quest for scoregami continues here. 47-25. That's gotta be scoregami. 2 very weird score lines in this one. Again, as we've had a missed 2-point conversion, we've had a safety, we've had all kinds of stuff. Nice tackle by Garrett Stover. Yes, that Garrett Stover. Cade Stover relative. Victor Cousins. Over the middle. Caught. Nope, dropped. Big Benosin on good coverage. And that one's going to be dropped by the wide receiver, Donnie Gray. Again, appreciate everybody being on. This one was a fun one. Exciting game, and now Tyleek Williams will capitalize with a nice sack there. Buckeyes struggled a little bit at times. Credit Northwestern with really hanging tough with them until about the end of that 3rd quarter, and then it's just been an Ohio State barrage since then with 24 unanswered points. And he caught it, and then went out of bounds, but it sets up a 4th and 3 rather than a 4th and long. So this one was a lot of fun. Again, do appreciate all of our subscribers. You guys really are the best. Drag right across the middle for a first down. He is going to be complete to A.J. Henning. We'll do another sim today. Again, I'm down to like 3 or 4 days before school starts where I can actually sim here during the day. So we'll try to get a few more. May do a Guardians sim today as well. I may do another Ohio State sim as well. We finished our NFL regular season last night. Kit was able to call that Ravens game for you. So now we're into the playoffs. Also, we should be, I think at some point today, I get the new Madden. It should download to my device. I think. Is today the 11th? Not Matt Stover, although it would be wild if they were related to Matt Stover. No, there's a freshman for Ohio State this year named Garrett Stover. And of course, Cade Stover just got drafted by the Texans, right? But he's the same kind of thing, like a country kid, country strong, up from north of Columbus, Big Walnut area. You know, 2-way Iron Man kind of player for his high school. I think he's going to play linebacker for the Buckeyes. Incomplete there, 3rd and 19. But it would somehow be awesome if it came out that Matt Stover was like their uncle, long-time kicker for your Cleveland Browns. Watch out, coming! How about a hat trick? That's 3 for 3s today. And Jack Sawyer picks up a big sack, now a 4th and 28. And Michigan, Northwestern still going for it. And incomplete, turnover on downs for the Buckeyes. Should just get a kneel down here. He was a great kicker for us, absolutely. Junkins goes to the right side. And they still have to snap it one more time, so no kneel down coming for the Buckeyes. Good game for Ohio State. Test their mettle, test their resolve here on the road, and they did a nice job. They're going to win this one 47-25. Again, appreciate everybody being on. This one was a lot of fun. We'll do some statistics and then check and see what the rest of the top 25 did as we're getting closer to that college football playoff now. We'll sim the entirety of that college football playoff. Hopefully, before the regular college football season starts. Will Howard, 548 yards passing, and he ended up with the 3 touchdowns, but also 3 turnovers to his name. So he's had a couple of these games where he's gotten player of the game, where it's like, but he also tried to give the game away to the other team. Let's look at the stats today. Mike Wright, that senior quarterback, 29 for 49, 338, the 1 touchdown for him. Joseph Hyman II, there you go. So that was the mystery running back number 20. Let's see if that guy is real or if he is fake skis. And he is. He's just supposed to be wearing number 6. Redshirt sophomore out of Little Rock, Arkansas. 8 for negative 59 for Mike Wright again. And Cam Porter, the stud senior, just 6 for 15. They held him in check today. Thomas Gordon, the tight end, with 8 for 68. Again, we talked about Bryce Kurtz, then Florima, Henning, Porter, and Ramon Morales was the guy, the mystery receiver, wearing number 0 in this one. How about today, the safety, Joe DeHaan, 24 tackles, including 12 solo tackles. That's crazy. Adae Mueller, Johnson, Metz, and Azima also had double-digit tackles. 1.5 sacks for Haggerty, 1 for Flakes, 1 for Clay, half for Story, Coleman, Uline, and McLaughlin. 2 picks today were by Grayson Metz and Coco Azima today. And again, we talked about the fumble that they had on the opening drive. For Ohio State today, Will Howard, 43 of 55 for 548, 3 touchdowns, and again, the 2 interceptions in this one. Today, Quinshon, 18 for 88. He had the 3 touchdowns. Travion, 11 for 72, so both guys running very well. Will Howard, however, 12 for negative 47, and again, that's pretty much because of the sacks. How about these double-digit catchers? Emeka Ibuka, 16 for 174. Carnell Tate, 12 for 148 today. G. Scott was 6, 5 for 84 for the freshman Jeremiah Smith, but both of those got it, or but 2 of the touchdowns belonged to him in this one today. Defensively speaking, 11 tackles for C.J. Hicks, 9 more for Tyleik Williams, including 5 TFLs. He also had a sack and a half. 2.5 for JTT, 2.5 for Sawyer, 1.5 for Tyleik, and then a half for Jason Moore. No interceptions there. They did force 1 fumble, I believe. Yes, Tuimo fumbled, and Jason Moore picked it up in this one. All right, guys, this one was a lot of fun. 47-25. That could be some scoregami. We will have to check. As Ryan Day gets a coach update here, we will fast forward 1 week into the future. Week number 13 coming up for the Buckeyes, and that could be that team up north time. I don't remember. Quinshon Judkins is going to be the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week with his 3 rushing touchdowns. Nope, we're going to get Indiana first before we go that much further. Here is your top 25. Ohio State has now taken the lead because Michigan was idle, and now they're both 10-0. So Michigan having their second bye week, and now Ohio State. So that could very much be a 1-2 unless Michigan drops to Northwestern, which I can't imagine that they will. Utah stand tough after whipping Dion's Colorado Buffaloes 34-7. Texas A&M stays 4. The U stays 5 at idle. Alabama up 2 after beating up on the FCS team. They'll play Oklahoma coming up. 7 for Notre Dame. 8 for Oregon at 9-2. And Auburn at number 9. Boston College rounding out at number 10 here. So there's Georgia. They've had a tough season. 7-3. You can see they're crawling their way back up to number 12. So again, we've talked about this before. If you're an Ohio State fan, you're like, all we got to do is beat Michigan. And my answer is always, which time? Because you could play them 3 times this season. And right now, as it's trending, because I don't know when Oregon's 2 losses were. If those 2 losses are Big Ten losses, then both Ohio State and Michigan are already locked in for the Big Ten championship, which means they'll play in the final week, and then they'll play in the Big Ten championship, and then they're both going to make the playoffs. So they could play 3 times. Here's what it looks like if it were to happen today. You can see Michigan, I don't know how, technically would be winning the Big Ten. They'll still have to play, of course. Ohio State would be 5 against Southern Mississippi. Then Oregon would play Notre Dame. Kansas would play Texas A&M. Auburn would play Miami. You can see the 4 byes there as well. So we'll have to see what that looks like as we continue to make it there. But certainly a lot of fun to play speculation. But yeah, that's always been my first answer to that question is which time? They could play 3 times. And to me, the last one's probably the most important one to win because that would be in a playoff situation. So, all right, guys, take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back with more Sims later today, at least some Guardians. maybe another Ohio State game here as we work our way towards that Michigan game. This one was a lot of fun. Take care of yourselves. For Phil Nagy here in Central Ohio, we are Nagy on Sports. Guys, take care, and we'll see you again real soon. Today we'll say go Buckeyes, and as always, go Browns.